Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again today for Saturday in the Sanctuary as we continue our educational journey of the stained glass windows here at Skidaway Island United Methodist Church. I want to pause for just a moment and say thank you again to those who made contributions toward the purchase of these windows. We're so grateful that we are able to surround ourselves with this brilliant color of the life and the ministry of Jesus here in the sanctuary every time we gather for worship. So thank you for that wonderful gift. Well, we have completed the stained glass windows on the left-hand side of the sanctuary. We've talked about the rose window, and now we're going to make our way back down the right-hand side of the sanctuary. Today's window finds us on the opposite transept. It's another very large window where we find Jesus deep in prayer. I've heard from so many of you that this is your favorite window. This is the window that speaks to your heart, and for good reason. It's in this window, in this time in Jesus' life, that we see his true humanity shine through. And because of that, we're able to connect with him deeply. You'll see the O at the very top of the window, the last letter of the Greek alphabet. Omega also means end. In the end, at his utmost humanity and time of suffering, Jesus placed himself in God's hands in prayer. In the end, it is our ability to bring our full humanity, our fears, our faith before God in prayer, which makes all the difference. Friends will fail us, enemies will be upon us, but the gift of prayer, open, honest communication with our Creator, is always available to anyone, anytime. Let's take a closer look at some of the symbols we will find in the window. Notice the wrinkles on Jesus' forehead, the intensity of his posture. Jesus is on his knees with his eyes fixed upward. You'll notice the ray of light as direct connection with his Father in heaven. Jesus' friends, his disciples, are asleep under the tree. The Roman soldiers are in the distance, making their way toward Jesus. There are also two angels still present near the top of the window. One holds a cup, which represents the lot in life which one is given, and the other angel holds a crown of thorns, which will be placed on the head of the King of the Jews when he is crucified. Finally, notice the guardedness of many of the tree branches that surround Jesus as nature's way of curling in to protect Jesus. Many of these very same olive trees still grow today in the Garden of Gethsemane. Now hear these verses from Mark chapter 14 as you reflect upon the window. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Remain here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that, if possible, the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will."